Just gonna film my initial reaction to these new products. Also, canned wine. Wine in a can. Thanks, Germany. So, I've seen this around a bunch of places. It's, I'm not going to be able to say anything correctly, but it's Metaxa, the original Greek spirit, Greek liqueur, Spirito Gre, product of Greece. It contains water, alcohol, muscat wine, wine distillates, herb and plant natural extracts, and caramel color. And it's just a Greek specialty liqueur. But the fact that I've seen it everywhere and the bottle to me just looks kind of mid-century made me curious enough to pick one up. Not any strong scent on it. It is, it's 40%. So it is a liquor, not a liqueur. It's kind of just Greek Scotch. Ooh, it's nothing like Greek Scotch. Or is it? It's closer to being Greek rum. I'm insulting multiple nations at once now, I'm sure. But it has, like, strangely, like, despite its lack of nose, and again, maybe it's just my sinuses, but there's a deep caramelly deliciousness under the ethanol notes. It's candy. This is a candy beverage for sure. Like, you can taste just the sweetness in it. And I think that'll make it a really good ingredient in something. Actually, I think it would be really cool to use that in place of rum in something. Mm. And yeah, we'll try that in a good rum cocktail. And also I will look up the pronunciation at some point.
The screw top.
Yes, it's a screw top. Yeah. My other purchase, as I so often do, I just saw the bottle and it looked not necessarily old-timey, but old-timey enough and obscure enough. So what this is Jungfrau. And my assumption going into this is that this is akin to Jaeger. Literally Jaeger adjacent, because it was right next to bottles of Jaeger. And it's even called, like, Krauter Liqueur. And like, it has just amazing, even further unpronounceable German words on it. Klosterbrennerei Walkenride Rintelian, Germany. I will have butchered all of these things. All of these things.
There goes our German audience.
Yep. I've already learned from the back of the bottle that Jungfrau is the name of a mountain, the most dangerous of the Swiss Bernese mountains. It's also known as the Virgin because of all the early attempts to climb it that failed. Then there was an expedition where the Mayer brothers summited the mountain in 1811, and they each carried a flask containing an infusion of herbs and spices. So yes, this is very much like Jägermeister in appearance and in marketing. It already seems a bit thinner than the Jäg. It smells like Jäg. Smells like Yag from a foot away.
It smells like Yeg from
8 feet.
easily 8 feet away.
Yeah, easily 8 feet away. It smells like Jaeger. And why this is sort of relevant to an off-camera conversation we've been having is like I watched this video on I want to say it was Educated Barfly. He did Jaeger as an ingredient in a video, and I respect that. Like, I'm sincerely old enough that I don't do Jaeger shots very often. I'm like, yeah, we do shots of Jaeger. We gotta do Jaeger bombs. Like, that's just not drinking as an adult. But I was intrigued at the use of it in cocktails because it's a complex ingredient. And then when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this also touches my love of obscurism. And it's like, why have a bottle of Jaeger behind your awesome bar with your awesome obscure liqueurs when you could have a bottle of Jungfrau and have anyone who looks go, what the hell's Jungfrau? I've been saying this for a while, like, I don't want to stock the bar with Moxie's Earls type stuff, like, just a bottle of Beefeater, a bottle of Absolute, those giant hideous bottles of vermouth. I want people to look under the bar and be like, what is half of this nonsense? Why do you have 9 rums? So I'm just going to drink this Jaeger in this conversation. It is better than Jaeger.
Where it's not alcoholic cough syrup.
Yeah, like, I've drank warm Jaeger straight before, and it was more difficult than this. I think we'll still struggle to find like a use for this, and if I poured a glass of this and didn't tell someone what it was, they would go, thanks for the Jaeger. Wouldn't even ask. They wouldn't say, is that Jaeger? They'd be like, why are you pouring me Jaeger? So I hereby endorse Jungfrau and disavow Jägermeister.
Hot take.
Hot takes, people. And a mild combination of the two is awful. So don't do that. Let me crack my can of wine. Walk off camera in the video. So that's the new things we got. Metaxa, Jungfrau.